Bonjour, mesdames. Bonjour, mesdames. How do you even speak French? I don't know. Is it mes amis? Oh, I was gonna say something along the lines of like hi in French and Paris Saint-Germain. Anyway, bonjour! What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's your boy Andrew RFC here, and today we are going back to the World Cup squad builder, and we are going to be looking at France, mes amis. Is that how you say it? I'm gonna stop now. Yes, that's right, the Euro Cup second place team behind Portugal. They're up there too, right? Look, you can see them back there. I like Portugal. What's that one? Anyway, I take nothing away from France. I think they are an absolutely phenomenal team. They are obviously very talented, very great, and they have a lot of depth, and they are going to be a big contender at this World Cup. As I mentioned, I would say the top three teams going into this World Cup are probably France, Germany, and Brazil. At least that I'm worried about in terms of who Portugal has to play right now. But of course, you never know until the World Cup starts how good these teams are, because it depends who gets selected to the teams. If you are new to the channel though, of course, leave a subscription down below for more soccer, sports, and basically everything in between, from video gaming to sports, that you will see here on YouTube. And of course, leave a like on this video, and let's get to it. Now, how I have France lining up is actually in a 4-2-3-1 formation, which is what they use mainly in the Euros and also for the qualifications for the World Cup. I think it's a pretty good suit for them as well, with a lot of the talent that they have. And when I say this team has talent, they have a lot of it, especially in the midfield area going forward. But we have to start back in net, and I think there is no question who is going to be the unanimous #1 for the French national team, and that's going to be Tottenham Hotspur goalie Hugo Lloris. For backup, of course, you have the likes of Ruffier and whatnot, but this is Lloris' spot to lose. He's been doing his job at Tottenham as well. I don't think Lloris is still at that level. He's still under like a De Gea and whatnot, but he is the safe #1 for France. The back line for France is going to be, I think, pretty solid actually. The only spots that I have question about is mainly the left back, and who I have at left back is actually Rosselin. I believe that's how you say his name. He plays for Montpellier in the French league, but it seems that he's been having a good season. I've been looking him up on Who Scored and other sourceful websites, and it seems that he is probably their best bet. If not, you do have the likes of Lucas Digne, who is playing at Barcelona but is not playing a lot because of the stellar play of Jordi Alba. But you do have options. They are two good left backs. Both are showing some good upside, so whoever is playing the best come World Cup time will be the starter. In the middle, I gotta go with the two guys from the Spanish Giants, one being from Barcelona, one from Real Madrid, and I'm sure you can guess which two those are for the center back position. That is obviously going to be Samuel Umtiti and Raphael Varane. These two are absolute monsters. Raphael Varane has really picked it up again this year, at least in Europe in the Champions League where he's had to, and Samuel Umtiti is just a rock for Barcelona as well. Behind them though, on the bench, Laurent Koscielny of Arsenal on the bench, and also Kimpembe from Paris Saint-Germain. They will probably both make the bench safely. Those are two good guys to have on the bench. On the right-hand side, we're going to be going with Sidibe of Monaco. Now, here's the thing with Sidibe. He can play on the left and he can play on the right. So if they do find another right back that they do want to put on this team, Sidibe could probably actually shift over to left back. Now, a name I didn't mention in this team was the likes of Patrice Evra. He had the whole thing where he was suspended for obviously kicking a fan, which led to him being kicked out of Marseille as well. So I don't think he's going to be making the national team, and his better years are behind him. Now, no disrespect, I still love Patrice Evra to this day, but I think it's slowly time. Maybe he's gone from the national team for good now. So now we move into the two midfielders that are going to be kind of more holding midfielders. Thing with both these guys is they are okay to go up, and they are also able to do really any job that the team needs. So the two holding midfielders that I have first is from Chelsea in the Premier League, the player of the year last year in the Premier League, I should mind you, and that's N'Golo Kante. This guy has been stellar. He also just had a great game against Barcelona, the Champions League. Despite Chelsea going out, he put up almost man of the match numbers in that one. In terms of defense, N'Golo Kante just covers the whole field, and he should be a starter for France. It's still surprising that he didn't even start many games or even any at the Euro Cup in 2016. Beside Kante, I'm going to have to go with Blaise Matuidi over at Juventus. Still a very versatile player, still a very good player. I think that he should slot into this France team, especially beside Kante. Thing with Matuidi is he's also able to move up the field a little bit and help create chances where Kante can kind of cover in behind him. On the bench behind these two, I'm looking at the likes of Rabiot of Paris Saint-Germain. Rabiot is more in the middle of the park to go upwards, but I think he could cover for one of them if need be. We now move up to the attack where I got the three. A left, center, and right, and then the striker, of course. Starting on the right-hand side, come on now, we gotta go with Paris Saint-Germain's own Kylian Mbappe Lotin, more known as Mbappe. But come on, the guy has been playing great at PSG beside the likes of Neymar and Edinson Cavani. That I think he should easily slot into this team. Again, age is not a number when it comes here to the World Cup. If you are playing the best soccer or the best footy of your life, you should be starting without question. In the middle of the two of them, I'm actually going to be going with Tolisso of Bayern Munich. The guy has a lot of skill and a lot of upside to attack. Now, there are options that they can put here. In the Euro Cup, a lot of times they did put Griezmann in this position, but I have him slotted somewhere else. Tolisso, though, brings a lot of skill, passing, shooting, has just about an everything mix, and will be good on the attack for France. Behind Tolisso here, I actually have Paul Pogba. Now, the reason I have Pogba more attacking is that is what he wants to do, and I think you have to put Pogba into a better spot in terms of what he wants right now. At Manchester United, they are holding him back kind of as the holding midfielder, and he doesn't really adapt to that position. He is more deadly in the attack, and I think if you want to get the best out of Pogba and make him happy, maybe you got to give him that freelance role where he can move forward. On the left-hand side, I'm still going to be going with Dimitri Payet. Now, at the Euro Cup, played absolutely phenomenal, is still having a very good year over at Marseille, and of course, at West Ham in the Premier League did great until he did want to go back to France. I still have him here, but it's going to be a battle. I'm not saying he's a sure starter. The guy behind him who will at least make it on the bench is Lamar. Lamar from Monaco has been absolutely great as well. A great passer and great distributor of the ball. So I think it'll actually be a race between the two of them to see who starts. Now up front in the middle, France usually was going with the likes of Olivier Giroud, but this is where I'm actually going to slot Antoine Griezmann as the lone striker with this support behind him. Listen, no disrespect to Olivier Giroud, I am not a big fan of him, but I think it's time that you just go all out attack with having these four guys. If you put Griezmann there and you have the likes of Tolisso, Mbappe, and also Lamar or Payet, they're all able to pass, they're all able to shoot, and they're all able to score goals. Olivier Giroud is more just that finisher in the box. And it showed at the Euro that he did score a few goals, but he can only do so much. They need is more kind of a powerful guy. Now on the bench here, you will still have the likes of Giroud if you do need to switch things up. You can also look at the likes of Gignac as well from Tigres. Now, of course, a lot of people do know Karim Benzema won't be called to the team. Personal issues and whatnot where he will not be on the team anymore. A lot of questions are still asked though. Will the likes of Franck Ribéry still make the team? I don't know if he's retired yet, so we'll have to see. I don't think he will. He wasn't at the Euros and he was still playing good. So a lot of questions. Okay, now I realized something after I made the team and made the video that I totally forgot the likes of Ousmane Dembele. I was looking at the France team and the call-ups. It was actually when he was injured at the beginning of the season for Barcelona. But of course, I don't know how I forgot him, but he will definitely be a part of this team in some way, shape, or form. He'll probably also contest for the left-hand side, or heck, he might even be a starter on the right and Mbappe could play in the middle. But yeah, my bad. Yeah, if I was the French manager, that's how definitely I would line up this team. I think that they have a very talented roster, and the crazy thing is they are all still young. A lot of these guys are like under the age of 25. But let me know, of course, who you guys want to see next. If you made it all the way here, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more of the best. It's been your boy, Andrew RFC. Peace, much love, and Zlatan.